Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind that. It's your girl, Miss K. He's in the back. And that's my son. He's just coming through for a minute. As y'all can see, it's kind of dark up in here. I'm trying to create a P-Valley experience. But hold on now. Let me get my girl. Hey, Nita.
Hey, hey. I love the P Valley experience. Let me just say that. I got it. I got it right
Thank you. So, how's it going? Hi, HEA.
Yeah.
So, as you guys know, we watched most of us watched the episode last night, 12 a.m. season 2, episode number 2. It was called 7 Pounds of Pressure, right? And you know, it was pretty good. So what we're just gonna do is we're gonna talk about pretty much the highlights, basically your personal highlights, like the ones that were your least favorite and your most favorite scenes. And then I'm gonna ask my son to do it real quick, and then he's gonna get on out of here because he just started watching. So I just wanted to ask him really quickly. This is my oldest son, guys. Come on into the camera. Say
How
hi.
you
doing? Not like hi.
Did he just have a birthday?
Yeah, he just had a birthday.
Thank you. I can't hear, but
I
thank
know
you.
I'm trying to see if I can get this together, but I don't think you're gonna be able to hear it. So, all right. Well, let's get our other guests in here. Hey, Karen Jones and Tamika and Art Love. Hey, pretty girl.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
So this is my son. He's gonna just come in.
Hi.
His little piece and everything. I gotta get this thing together. Hold on. So do you have your like your most favorite scene from the episode?
I don't have my.
You don't have a favorite scene?
I wouldn't say a favorite scene, but I have a scene that I really got very annoyed by.
Oh, annoyed. So you just want to jump the whole thing and do the
Shit
freaking
like that.
He just want to do the daggone least favorite part. What in the world is happening? All right, so go ahead and come on up and tell us your least favorite part. You can hear. I can't hear anything anybody's saying.
Okay, so my least favorite part was when Mercedes' mom decided to take over.
Well, that was the last.
Oh,
But
so
go
which
ahead.
one?
We talking about last night's episode.
I died.
You don't remember last night's episode?
Classic.
I died.
Was tired.
Oh, all right then. He can't help us.
Maybe I
Man.
gotta come back. Oh,
Go.
see, talk about it a little bit. See, and I'll probably come back.
All right. He said he gonna be on the sidelines, and he gonna come back if we talk about it. So let's start with you, Nita. What was your favorite part? The favorite scene in this episode.
My favorite part is that picture that you put up.
Okay.
Where when I was hollering. That lady is crazy as hell. It was so funny to me. I was cracking up.
She really is crazy.
Yeah, I really love that little play on that whole.
Where the blessings reside. Where the blessings reside.
If I hear if I see on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook somebody using that in sermon next week,
I know, right?
Somebody pastor gonna use that.
And then my next favorite scene was Lil Murder and Miss Ernestine talking, and just it was a cute little scene. I always love all Miss Ernestine's.
Yeah.
Yes, love her.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. The crazy thing about when I was watching this, I started screaming, like you said, because I just could not believe it. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And then they had the guy in the episode too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, oh my gosh.
Yes, at the prom. Okay,
yes. Hey, Eric and Monica. All right, so are you ready now?
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
You don't even have to, y'all can hear him, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So my favorite part is like when the new strippers, they came to the strip club and they wound up performing for the first time, and they was doing all those amazing tricks. But I didn't like how Mercedes, she was getting a little jealous how they was getting all the attention, because she was getting the attention that she used to be getting until the new strippers came. So, you know, it's like she started getting a little jealous, and she was trying to do more than what she does usually. So, and she wound up hurting herself. That was like the worst part.
Right.
Like when she wound up falling. Oh gosh, that was very scary.
Yeah, somebody
That was-
said that too. Tamika said that's her worst part.
That was the worst part. That was the worst. I was like, please, Mercedes, no. Like, calm down.
I didn't want to see
it. Yeah, calm down.
And plus, she had enough shine. It's time for them to do something. Like, it's time for, let them have their shine. You had enough.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
From season 1, you know what I'm saying? She's always been like a little intimidated by the new blood, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? I missed.
Yeah, she's been like that since season 1, but that's kind of why I feel like I'm a little disappointed in her in this episode with that particular scene, because that's what drew me to her. You leaving? All right, well, say bye. Say bye.
All right, bye, guys.
That's my oldest. He just turned 21. So he could watch it. Don't be coming for me, guys. He could watch it. Anyway. So, yeah, that was the scene right there that made me feel like I am disappointed in her, because what I was drawn to her confidence. Like, she's always like, nobody is taking my place. Like, I'm the, you know what I'm saying? I'm who I am, and that's that. And yeah, new booty, that's how they are, whatever, but I'm Mercedes. Right. But this time it was just not like that. So go ahead, pretty girl, your favorite scene.
I had a few, but I was saying I didn't realize I was on mute. I was like, how you 21, looking 21, but you got a 21-year-old.
Oh, I didn't even hear. Well, obviously you said that. Thank you.
But I had a few. I shared a lot of the same, but I love the whole scene between when I don't want to keep saying Uncle Murder because there's a rapper called Uncle Murder, so I'm saying Murders in the Clifford. But with Uncle Clifford, he came home, he was upset, he was venting the grandma, he was over there crying. You know, I'm 40 years old living with my grandma. And so we see him, you know, and like Brandy sitting up in his room, and we see him coming to the door, and they had this beautiful conversation, and the whole mirror, you know, that he can see Clifford behind the mirror. And I'm like, Clifford, you should know your house to where you can kind of, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just be quiet. But I just love, you know, you can just tell they really love each other. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, I was getting emotional.
I'm upset that I don't have that. I have him where he came to the door, but I don't have the mirror. I put the mirror scene, like, you know, I put that whole scene where he's talking, you know, this is where he's complaining to his mom, to his grandmother. And then he comes, right? Little Murder comes. But I had the other scene where you could see everybody. He's at the door, Clifford is behind. And then, you know, Miss Ernestine is talking. Hey, Eric, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, I was with Mercedes because she was carrying the load and complaining about not having help. But now the new girl's killing it. She's still mad, LOL. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I was all the way with her. Y'all already know. I'm still with her. I love her. But I was disappointed in, you know, how she reacted, because I felt like, girl, now you showing like you know what I'm saying? Like, you're insecure. Right. Keep that boss mentality. Like, don't get like that now. Keep that boss mentality. I don't like all that. Don't start now. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it. Don't start, girl. And Savannah, thank you for the super sticker. Love you, girl. So, I'm sorry. I think there was something else. Yeah, finish what you were saying.
Oh no, I was just showing that, you know, they just, you could tell they really love each other. Even when he noticed Clifford was behind the door, you know, I'm like, just go over there and get your man. Swing that door open, girl. Swing that door open. Stop playing. But she was like, the grandma, she was like, you talk about peeing and been delivered by Amazon.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. She was, yo, guys.
I love that. I love her.
She had me crying. Okay. Yes. Crying. I'm like, and so speaking of Miss Ernestine, she was giving me my favorite moments. I mean, there was nothing else really that was going on. She was giving me my favorite moments. I mean, everything. She wants to talk about, I don't feel sorry for you. Talk about you ain't had no D in 5 months. Try 15 years. Then she want to say, yeah, Amazon delivered the D to the front door. And basically, you hiding behind the daggone door. And you complaining, I don't know what to say about Uncle Clifford. He feels like he's heartbroken, like he was talking about that whole thing during his little surprise birthday party. But it's like you're heartbroken and the dude is being apologetic, but you're basically choosing to be heartbroken at the end of the day, to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's just what I got from that. So now I wasn't gonna do scratching my head, but I want to do scratching my head because I got something. So I wanted to do the least favorite. So starting with you, Nita, do your least favorite moment, please.
The least favorite moment was Mercedes' insecurity, showing her trying to go the extra mile, knowing that she was injured.
Mm-hmm.
I just like you said, the disappointment just kind of sat in, and I'm just like, one of those things. It's like you scratching your head, you left scratching your head because why you didn't have to do that. So
right.
So yeah, that was a down moment for me. So
and then she's falling. Oh my gosh. They should have put that song on. I'm falling for falling.
No. About James St. Patrick. I'm just like, oh
yes.
Right.
They say this is a big rich town. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, so absolutely one of those moments, disappointing for Mercedes. And so go ahead, pretty girl, your least favorite moments.
All of them with Derek. I can't stand that boy.
All of the ones with Derek.
Specifically, one of the first, when he approached her about the diaper situation. And they got into it about Diamond and how I'm putting myself in a mind of a person that's been in an abusive or is an abusive situation. So her hands was kind of tied. So it was frustrating because it's like he went over there and, called and filed a complaint. And she was telling him why he was yelling. I'm like, I'll be yelling at you, put on a mask too. Like, what you talking about? It's COVID. But you could just tell, like, it's a lot. It's so much to unpack with them. But yeah, that was one of my least favorite moments.
Definitely. Eric says Mercedes' new nickname is Humpty Dumpty. Oh. Art Love says, why I didn't feel sorry for her falling.
Learn her lesson.
Yes, good one, Savannah. But guys, it's almost like it needed to happen. It actually was a disappointment for me, but it was basically for her benefit at the end of the day, right? When they went and took her over to Diamonds. And that was actually my least favorite moment in this episode because I just was like, what is going on with the supernatural stuff? I mean, this guy's not even touching her and she's just jumping up and doing this. And I said, are you kidding me, guys? We're not doing this.
I thought it was that hoodoo stuff, that voodoo stuff that they do down in the South in NOLA. And
yeah, that's what I took of
it. The thing is, I don't mind that because I feel like they do that, like you said, in NOLA. Okay. I know they do stuff in Mississippi and everything, but if it was New Orleans, I would definitely be like, oh yeah, that's how they get down. Oh, but not even that. It don't have to work. You could do that. You could do that anywhere, right? But the fact that they never gave us any kind of inclination that he is involved in that kind of stuff, or that this is what they're into, or this is what they do, and now all of a sudden you're just springing it on us.
Right.
That right there was kind of annoying to me.
Yeah. Yeah. It was unearned. Like you didn't know nothing about it. Like it had something to do with his army background or him, they've already paved that. You know what I'm saying?
So, right. Like when she got hurt, she had another bruise and he put like crushed pepper or something like that, black pepper on it or whatever. He said that it kind of like takes up the bruise or something like that. That would make so much more sense. But for them to just come out of nowhere and he's going like this, go on your stomach, and he's going like that, and she freaking doing this, and I'm like, are you serious? I don't like stuff like that. All right. I'm sorry, pretty girl. Go ahead.
No, you're good. That was my rationale with them kind of, I guess, seemingly springing it off, on us with the whole pepper situation and the little necklace he gave her. So I guess that was there, like the writers, like, hey, this is y'all little Easter eggs from the past, but it still threw me off. But I'm like, if you had all these powers, why you ain't been chop Derek's hands off? Like, what's going on? Like,
or spiritually extract her from the situation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's your girl. You like her. You got feelings for her. Get her out that situation.
Exactly.
Cast some roots or whatever the heck the thing that you into. I mean, I get what you're saying with the necklace thing, but in a way, not really. Because like the necklace was supposed to, the stone was supposed to represent courage. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now I got this turtle, this turtle ring, and the turtle's supposed to symbolize all these, strength and patience and all these other things. I think even healing is in there. So you can just kind of get little things, and it could represent something, right? So that's why I wasn't really looking to the necklace to show me that this is the path that they were paving for. I mean, I don't know, but I get what you're saying. I get why you could think like that, but I just wasn't thinking that far. Like, I don't know, y'all should have did something now. Come on now. This dude is known for having a strong finger and for strong arm and pull. Like, get to the back of the line before I break your face. Like, like that's it.
Right.
Eric, thank you again. Another super chat. He says, least favorite moment was when Mississippi got Diamond fired. / my favorite moment was Diamond doing voodoo on Mercedes in Mississippi. It's very close to New Orleans, so maybe they share the same culture. True. I mean, no, listen, I do not argue with that. My point is, show me that this is what he was into before you just throw it up. You know what I'm saying? Just throw it in our faces. That's just me. I guess that's the writer in me. I don't like stuff like that. Like, you need to show me, give me a hint of something. That's all. So, let's see what else. Who else is saying something? Crushed pepper necklace, the crushed pepper, the protective necklace stone. I guess that's what the crushed pepper and the protective necklace stone is what I guess Tamika is saying. That's some type of I don't know, like that's letting us know that he was into that stuff. But to me, that came from the military. So, and he said it. He said, this is what we used to do in Iraq. This will get the bruises out and everything, unless you had a gunshot.
He said it was his grandfather's recipe. So I don't know if you mentioned that.
He did say that.
His grandparents from. So that could be another inkling. But I see what you're going, because it felt like a reach at first. And then I had to kind of think, I'm like, okay, let me try to make an excuse for the writer.
And that's the thing. I feel bad because I don't like to talk about writers and stuff, because like I respect creativity. So I don't like to do that. But it annoys me. Forget about me being a writer. It annoys me as a viewer when somebody just comes out of nowhere and does it, because it makes it seem very just unrealistic. Like, now y'all doing this, and listen, that they was almost getting me a little too much in this episode, because then you had the prank situation. You got these scary folks. I said, they're not about to do this. This is not gonna happen. So I said, yeah, this is definitely a prank, obviously. And that was cute. But then we had this chick, another situation where it was like, hey, Samara. Another situation where it was like, how the heck is she doing that? Hey, Cheryl. Cheryl says it's like lazy writing. Yeah. What was I saying, guys? I'm sorry. I'm talking about, this chick on the pole. Did y'all see her gracefully on that pole? That's another least favorite moment. I didn't like that We saw her struggling on the pole last season. I'm talking about Haley.
Yeah.
She was struggling on that pole last season. Why the heck does she know how to spin her body around all gracefully, wrapping her arms and her legs around? I mean, where did she get that?
They had nothing to do for 5 months. Maybe she was practicing.
Don't leave that up to my imagination and my guessing.
There was one scene,
Say it.
like a montage, because I rewatched the season the other day. There was a scene where she was doing some pole work. It wasn't a lot, but it was one scene. So
it was with Ginger. And she was telling Ginger that she does not know how to do it. She don't know how to get her weight. She's too heavy or something like that. And Ginger was trying to tell her it's an art. It don't got nothing to do with your weight and all of this stuff. Yeah. Something like that.
It was a different scene than that.
I know she's like, I can't do it. I don't know. I mean, I've been watching it. I watched it more than a few times, so I wish I could remember.
Yeah, everything was shut down, so she had time to practice. So
the panorama.
Right.
She probably did have time, but I mean, come on.
She was watching Mercedes videos.
Yeah, she was doing. I love talking about some practice. Okay, where was it? Where is it? These are easy. Listen, guys, these are easy answers. And that's fine. I want to see it. I don't want no guess. I don't do the guessing. I don't like that. Write it in there.
Yeah.
Get the
like you said, it could have just been as
get the
montage.
Right.
As just seeing her do that, you know.
Mm-hmm. So, or even mention it in the during a conversation, just real quick. Mm-hmm. Like they could have said something like, yeah, it's about time we start making some money instead of watching you practice on them poles all day. You know what I'm saying? Just something so simple like that. And be like, okay, there we go. Now I know why she know how to do this. So let me see. Monique says that Haley lives with Mercedes, so it's not far fetched. Okay. But does she have a pole in her house like Mississippi does? I don't know. She might have taught her some tricks. Right. I guess we could let that go. Let that slide. I don't know. Not me though, They had poles in the car wash. Right, they did, but she seemed like after she bought the pink, she was not doing nothing like that. Right. She could dress the part, but she ain't working nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then she'll be quick to say, oh, I miss this, or I love this. I love doing this. I like. So why don't you get out there then? Get out there on the pole. Mm-hmm. I don't care if I'm a part of something and I like doing it, and I may be the leader or the person that puts everything together. If I want to do something, that's like a writer of their own TV show that loves to act. Why not write yourself in the script? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to stop myself from writing myself in the script. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You love it so much, do it, baby. Okay.
Clifford used to be twerking and stuff while he was hosting.
Yes. Clifford don't play. Thanks again, Eric. He said, is it me or does the new girl with the blue contacts look like Mariah Lynn from Love and Hip Hop New York? Yes. She looks like Mariah Lynn. And I said something that wasn't so nice. I said that she looks like the Night King with those blue eyes.
There was one scene I was like, "Ooh, girl, I can't watch you for too long."
No, right. She was looking too scary. I'm like, no, this is not cute. But she definitely looks like Mariah Lynn, and especially from like the trailers. When I first saw her on the trailer, I was like, "Ooh, why she looks so familiar?" And then Mariah Lynn came to my mind. I know that's not her. So, Samara sends a super chat. She said, "Just wanted to support." Thank you, Samara. I really, really appreciate that.
I thought there was another girl from the audition that kind of looked a little like Doja Cat a little bit. The light-skinned one that was stripping with Gail Bean, the girl from
Power. I mean from Snowfall.
From Snowfall. When she was doing something, or even doing the audition or something, she looked kind of like Doja because she had that white hair, and it was just, I don't know. So yeah, I'm thinking it could have been Mariah Lynn, or just, I just kept on seeing these. I was like, why do these girls look familiar?
So right. She looks scary. I'm sorry. She seemed like she's gonna be cool. Roulette problem. She's gonna be a problem. She's already coming in there like she don't want to listen. Like right. When she said touch the pole when I call your name, she act like First of all, she walked up there like she was gonna get called first.
Right.
Then hardly wanted to touch the pole. I was like, "Are you kidding me, girl?"
Right.
So
And she wasn't even all that good either.
Yeah, she could get up there, but when she gets up there, it looks really just sloppy and wild.
Right.
So I'm like, you ain't doing it like Mercedes, girl,
Exactly.
So Trey, hey Trey, he said Gail Bean, aka Wanda from Snowfall, already killing it for show. Yes, and that accent, she got it. Oh my God, I said, dang girl, what the heck? You was spending some time with some folks, huh? And she is not playing about that accent. Even that heavy set guy was twerking. He couldn't pull. Yeah. This episode has so much funny stuff going on. I was like, what is happening? So, all right, scratching my head moment. I'm gonna start with you, pretty girl. Did you have any scratching my head moments?
Not off the top of my head that I can think of right now. Maybe come back to me. Give me a moment.
Okay. Anything for you, pretty girl? I mean, Nita.
I'm trying to think. Scratching my head. No, I got the answer to Abraham's son. We saw the tape. I don't think I had. I think one thing, I thought that the guy that got out of jail was kind of looking similar to the man that was in the backseat.
To Pico, right?
Yeah.
I said that. I said, are they going to pick up Pico? Yeah. But then I saw he was way lighter, and I said, okay. But because he had the eyes, right?
Yeah. That's the only. I mean, I think that's the only scratch on my head.
Oh, I did have one.
Yeah. Wait, so before we get to you, pretty girl, you said something about Abraham. So who is Abraham? Abraham is Andre's dad?
Andre's father.
Okay. Right. Because I was looking at that tape, like, what is the purpose of this tape? What is the meaning? Are we going to find out that he's really Andre's father and not his godfather? You know what I mean? But it was actually a pretty good tape. It kind of made him look, better. It kind of, it showed him in a better light.
Yeah,
to me, because he was very, I don't know.
Right.
Go ahead.
I get it.
Go ahead, pretty girl.
Was that limo gold before they started this tour talk, or was it always gold? The hearse. I'm sorry, like he over there with the gold hearse.
It was red. It was red inside, right?
Yeah,
maroon or. I was like, what is happening? I said, this is a daggone shame, right? But then I literally had to think about this before we went live, and I said, maybe it might make sense because his name is Lil Murda. So it would be a little trendy for him to tour around in a hearse.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, yeah.
Look at Kate. She got those creative juices flowing. She's like,
I was like, because I was trying to make it work for him, because I was like, this is a hot mess, I was like, this is really a hot mess. But then I thought about it, and I was like, maybe it could work. They could spin that if they wanted to. If somebody tried to come for their throat and like play them, they could spin it.
Right.
I like that.
Like, what's my name? I'll get out my face.
I'm at their game colors though. Gold, green and red. It just look like Christmas every day when I see them.
Yeah. And isn't that the Gucci colors too?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is it Gucci?
Yeah, it's Gucci.
Yeah. So scratching my head from Tamika White. Why Sheriff Bailey still investigating who Haley is? Ask Mississippi about Autumn real name. Right.
I think about that too. Yeah. I think it's a couple reasons. One, she was missing. Mm-hmm. And he probably wanted to follow up with Montavious after he told him where he saw her. And he probably didn't get no answer back from Montavious because he did. And when somebody drops $250,000 in a small town like that, people gonna start looking.
Right? Yeah.
So I think there's a couple reasons why he's like, who is this new chick?
Right. So things are definitely going to start. She got to be careful, because I said this in my recap when I'm talking about Autumn right now, that there's so many hands, that had something to do with her getting rid of this body. And it's like, for you to act like you the boss and you this and you that, it's just like you have a lot of nerve. And so I think because of the way she's going to go about stuff, I already mentioned in my recap, I don't think she's going to be a likable character this season. I think that she's going to have to face her demons and her past on her own. And they're going to probably let her do that for a little while and then probably come to her aid after that. I think. I don't know. So it's crazy. I don't know, guys.
I have a thought about that because she was kind of, it seemed like an abusive relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like where Mississippi is now, that's where Autumn was, they say, a year ago. So I feel like now that she has a sense of power now, she kind of got, per se, maybe power hungry. So I feel like that's where Mercedes is kind of getting to now, to her independence. I feel like she got a plan. But I feel like that's probably Autumn's mindset. Not saying her actions are right, but I'm thinking her mentality and based on her seemingly past, that's where she's kind of coming from.
Yeah, whatever happened in her past is the reason why she acts the way she acts. So she mentioned it to Andre. She said that the first woman that took me in told me, don't ever put the clothes in the closet. Always have, your bags packed or whatever. So I'm always ready to roll. And I made this point that I feel like she is always going to think that she's making the right choice or the right decision. But her decisions are going to, I believe that her decisions are going to be detrimental to others. They're going to appear shady to others. And because of that, because that's how she is, she doesn't seem to have like attachments to people. You know what I mean? So because of that, she's going to find herself in a lot of trouble, and she's going to make those kind of decisions. Because what did she say to Andre when he said, how does your partner feel about this? When she said, well, if you come through with that big D offer, he was like, well, how does your partner feel? And she says, it's just a building. It's not a house. So she's feeling, see, that's an example of her thinking, I'm not taking away somebody's home. It's not anything wrong that I'm doing. It's just a building. But to Clifford, this is something that's been in his family. Right. It has sentimental value. You heard him say the pink is not on the freaking auction block anymore. So she's going to, I just could see she going to get on my nerves.
Even the sheriff pointed out, like, it's a stepping stone for a lot of women. Like, even he knows the value, even though he's a sheriff. He knows and understands how important. She just like an out of towner coming in, just stopping for maybe a few years. But these are these people's homes. Like, they have a love for this place.
Right. Unbelievable. So hey Kenna, haven't seen you in a while. He says Whispers is annoying already. Why? She is creepy. She's creepy. Remember when they saw the room is haunted, guys. Okay, first of all, the room is haunted. Let's get that out. Let's get that out of the way. The room is haunted. And also, and I don't know if it was one of the last scenes when Haley was walking, because now she got kicked out.
Did you
and
see?
She was walking. Yes, he showed. It was so quick.
Yeah,
it was so quick. It was even hard to get the freaking picture of it. It was so quick. I was like, oh, they're getting on my nerves. But he is up in there, guys. I don't know where. And when I say he, I'm talking about Montavious. He's haunting that place. They had the pole. The pole was swinging and all of this stuff. And what is her name? Whispers. She's in there talking to the pole. Like, he says yes.
Yeah.
It says yes. Like it's a freaking Ouija board.
I believe in her power, her sensitivity to, things, so I was like, okay, because it sounded like something he would say, you're next or something like that. It was
your turn. It was her, right? Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
And was they giving us an Easter egg when Clifford was going through his confessions, like Usher?
Yes.
When he got kicked out, he was like, I'm sorry for chopping that man's body up and throwing it in the river. Like, why you can't see that?
That's what I said. I said, what is going on? But then it kind of confused me. So when that was happening, thank you for bringing that up, because when that happened, I was over here thinking like, okay, so that's what they did to Montavious, right? But then Clifford said, not Clifford, Diamond, he told Haley that it was him and Big L that were the last person, the last people to deal with the body. But then I said, okay, well, that doesn't mean that Clifford didn't help chop the body up. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is what I gathered. I gathered that either Clifford, this ain't his first go around. he done helped chop somebody up before, or he that was what happened with Montavious. Now I can even go as far as this and say that you got to watch what Miss Ernestine be saying, because she said when he went home to complain to her, and she said, why don't you just kill the bee?
Yeah.
It's like, this is what we do. So you never know, you know what I'm saying?
Casual.
And exactly, it was really casual. And then on top of that, he's not he's not a stranger to committing a crime, because he was confessing that him and Big L robbed a bank. And I'm like, you really out here, Uncle Cliff.
About it. He about that life.
Uncle Clifford is really out here. And you can see why they're so close, though.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Give me stuff like this, moments like this kind of dialogue, little conversations. You know what I'm saying? Give that to me, and I could work with that.
Yeah.
But if you just throwing things in, and then I look, and then I'm mad. Like, okay, now y'all done pissed me off because y'all trying to play games. You trying to bring in the supernatural. We got this girl up in here freaking convulsing, having a daggone seizure on the freaking thing. But I do like the fact that what it turned out to be was like her guilt. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even really, remember, we kept trying to say that he threw her up against the wall. He did, though. He roughed her up. But that's not why her arm was hurting. She had guilt, and we also got to find out who was the one who pulled the trigger, because I was really wondering who the heck did it, and it was Mercedes. So Eric, thank you again, Eric. He says, I have a feeling as soon as Lil Murda fully comes out the closet and confesses to Uncle Clifford, he gets killed. Also, I compare Mercedes' mom to Tate from Power, in which they evil but they funny. I guess so, right?
That commercial.
I do agree, Eric Iverson, with the death prediction of Lil Murda. I do think something's going to happen to him. I don't know if that's the situation, but I believe that something's going to happen to him.
Do you think that now that his friend came, this is my scratch in my head moment? Okay, thank you. Because I was over here like, what is my scratch in my head moment? I know I have one. So when his friend came out, and he looked happy, but he had another kind of look. And I don't know if that was a look of concern or what. So that's my scratch in my head moment. What was that look all about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Is it okay, I'm about to come out and he's not going to be able to accept me because the other dude knows about him. And we know that he accepts him, right?
Right.
Or is it, I'm probably about to be in some beef and I don't want him to be a part of it. I don't know. Like, what was that look about?
Yeah,
definitely. Go ahead, Nita.
No, I was about to say, he definitely had a look, and he's been giving me a lot of concerning looks. Like even in episode 1, he had one of those, the same type of look on his face, that look of concern.
Like he may be worried or something, you know?
Yeah. But I'm sorry, go ahead, Preco.
No, you good. Yeah, he definitely, I could tell, had some reservations, and I'm thinking of course, I'm thinking all angles. I was thinking a few different things. One, he's his fellow gang member, and maybe he's trying to get out of the gang, and how you going to get out? And he probably going to draw him back in. And he's in prison, and it looks, Little Murda pretty much seemed like he was in jail too. So one, he's going to be out and just newly acclimated to society. That's one kind of a drawback, because he probably still got that jail mentality. And I feel like they maybe got into something in the past. And your friends too, like, okay, he a hothead. Yeah, he gonna be good security, but he's gonna be a liability. And we see that a lot with these rappers too. And then I also was thinking, like, maybe he's trying to come out of the closet, but it's gonna be harder for him to do so with this person around as well.
Yeah.
Wode, he's cool with it, but everybody else ain't gonna be cool with that.
Right.
But I can tell it gave me like Jannard and Diamond vibes a little bit, like, yeah, they cool now, but it's gonna completely change by the end of the season.
Right. it's a lot to think about. Hey, Brillo, it's a lot to think about.
One more
Go
thing,
ahead.
y'all. Did y'all notice they keep on dropping these lines of dialogue? So even Wody said, "Somebody gotta be alive to bury you niggas." I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like they keep on trying to plant it, and then on his neck, you remember, had killer
Oh
was
yeah,
Mm.
on his neck. I was just like, they just
yeah.
got the writing on the wall. Like I
And
just
Yeah.
that death game that they was playing, which was still weird to me. That was
yeah,
another thing that they
Wait,
that was
played.
what?
just
Say it
came out.
again.
It
The
didn't even
death
make
game with the
Oh yeah, when he just kind
manager.
of like was like, "Ugh," like he was being
Yeah,
choked.
that's odd to me.
It
sense.
is
That
odd.
was a scratch in my head moment because I didn't know what the heck was going on.
It was weird. I have
That's
another scratch in my head moment. I have another one. So we know that not Mercedes, Mississippi, Keyshawn, she manipulated her man so that she could go on this trip. Now, in a way, I'm wondering, because my scratch in my head moment was before this. It was when um Rome came over and she was jumping down his throat, like, you know, is my cup coming off from the door and this and that, because I can't be away. 12 days is a lot. She was just kind of jumping down his throat. And he was kind of looking at her like, what is she talking about? Like, and then when he got outside, he was like, I don't know what in the world just happened, but I got so many things lined up for this girl. I don't understand what is going on. And then the next thing because she started to say that, Derek is going to be my manager, saying all this. And then next thing she texts Rome and says, thanks, I got it from here. And so I'm just like, what was all that? But she definitely was playing a game, but I just didn't understand the game.
Yeah,
Right.
I took it as her being manipulative. I think she's learning how to kind of maneuver around Derek. One, I was thinking she was talking about the manager position that he applied for. I wasn't sure if she was talking about being her manager or the manager position that he applied for, that she peeped already, that he got the text message that he didn't get the job. Because at the end of the episode, she made it seem like she didn't know he didn't get the job.
Yeah.
And she was saying, hey, it may not be worth it. So maybe she was saying like, hey, his income plus, what makes sense for her to go on the road. But I feel like she was trying to show that financially she knows what she's doing in terms of like it being worthwhile. And I also was thinking maybe she didn't want to necessarily show that she was really just eager to get on tour. Just like she was really trying to be about just the finances, and that's her main purpose of
in
leaving.
my family. Like, I want to be away from my babies, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But she was really showing that she's not stupid or as naive as we thought. Because remember when Diamond said, he called me a ghetto or a gutter N-word. And she was like, he would never do this and that and the third, right? So when she gets home, in this episode, you could see that she's starting to piece some things together. Yeah. When you can tell she didn't buy it anymore, that you can tell she started to believe what Diamond said. Like, look how this dude is carrying on. He's carrying on like a white privileged man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, I need to make a report. Oh, he needs to be arrested and all of this stuff. Why he need to be arrested and not you? Sheriff had to moment. Yeah, his character, he had his Ken whatever the heck one. He had those moments, and I feel like those moments kind of like helped her come to a realization that he might have said it. He might have said it. Look how hard he's going. I don't appreciate that she lied about it and said he was yelling at her and all of this. I mean, he was, but he wasn't really, like, you know what I mean? He was just like, get out of here. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to do this here. Get out my face. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say all that to say is that she was making up her mind in those situations that I'm going to do whatever the heck I got to do. And this dude is not stopping me. But, I just like how she was kind of like listening to him saying, yeah, because who says that? You could just tell she was playing a whole game with him. And I was like, go ahead, girl. You're not really the cowardly scripper like I had said. But then she really is. She got to be brave because you know why? She's not like the normal or the typical battered woman, because she knows that Derek whoops on her because of working in the club, right? But she keep going back there working in the club. And she like, I ain't letting this man get in the way of my money. And not to say that she's brave. No, she should leave him. But I'm just saying a lot of women that are in those situations are very, very scared, and she keep coming out. Like, whatever. And remember in last season when she was, starting to do her thing and everybody was scared because she was acting like she was with Little Murder and they was just scared for her life. She was like, what y'all scared for? She like, I ain't scared, so what y'all scared?
Yeah, it's weird because she'll have those brave moments with around the people, but in her mind, I feel like she was like, oh, I'm gonna pay for this later. Like, it was real weird.
Yeah. And she probably be telling herself, like, I guess it's worth it because I got all these likes. Yeah. Go ahead, Nita.
I was gonna say she had another black eye, a bruised eye.
Yes.
So it's about the club. It's just
yeah, it's definitely not about the club, but she ain't been in the club in months and she was like, we doing so good, we arguing days. I'm like
4 days. I said, how sad is that?
It's so sad.
You talking about some 4 days, girl?
But I always knew she was smart because in the first season, when she met up with Little Murder, the first time, she was like, you don't have no social media presence. Come on. Like, she was the one trying to really get his, stuff out there. So I know she always had a brain, but it's just when it came to Derek and that whole situation, she kind of lacked.
And with her too is she probably doesn't realize, and maybe she's starting to realize that I am smart, because remember she was telling Mercedes, all I have is my face. I'm just pretty. Yeah. That's it, But I think she's starting to see that it's more than that. I'm more than that. And I just hope that she will, when she come off this tour, she is gonna be a brand new day.
Right. Okay? I hope so too.
She's gonna be a brand new day. Yeah. Hey, Legacy. He said this episode was weird. Yeah.
It had some weird moments.
It had the weird moments. Yes. Monique says they were scared because she came to work with black eyes. Yeah, because they were scared because they know she be getting beat up, and for her to be kissing on another man on social media, she is crazy. I'm sorry, that's some brave stuff.
Right.
The voodoo made the episode off. Yeah, it did. It made it off. Monique says, I hope Keyshawn leaves Derek after this tour. Me too. Now, the thought that I had, guys, I was wondering if she would actually leave him and her children. Oh, I had that thought. When she kissed the baby, I was like,
yeah.
I could see. You did?
Yeah, I was like, I feel like she could be one of those situations where she'll probably send home some child support, but I feel like it's going to be a drug. Like, yeah, she's on this tour now, but she's going to create another tour, then another tour, another tour.
Yeah, because she likes it. Yeah, she likes it.
She loves the attention too.
Wow. Savannah says, even Tina Turner had to make a mental plan to escape her abusive husband. Right. So that's where that when they start to make that plan of escape, it's gonna happen, but you got to be smart, and that's what she's doing. She's manipulating him. But guys, I said this in my recap as well. I keep saying this because sometimes people probably watch the recaps of. She mentioned that, she put him to sleep, right? But then she did not wake him up when she was leaving. She ain't saying that, he was just knocked out. And so I'm wondering if he even gave her the okay to go. I don't think he did. No, even though she rocked him to sleep, honey. She said, I'm all rocking.
Exactly.
Put you back to sleep.
Okay. I think she got the okay on that.
That was okay.
Right.
Waterfall. Because he seemed cool. She was like, let me take care of you. I'm like, girl. But I guess that was her way. She was willing to do anything she could. So
yes. Oh, HFG. Hi. Thank you so much for the super chat. It says, I'm so glad I caught this live. Been so busy with the kids. Oh, I totally understand. Love you, Miss K and Nita. I'll have to make sure I check out Pretty Girl channel soon. Yes, please do. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah. Guys, I have to share something. Hold on. So wait a minute. No, I don't think so, but maybe you're right, Kay. The slow motion walk to the van was telling. Right.
And that last shot too with her face, I was just like,
yes. And then she kind of was looking in the camera. I was like, what the heck is going on?
There's something else going on.
Yeah. And I said, I cannot wait to see this. She freaking left.
and the manager being on coke, I feel like that's something going to happen with that too.
So Monique said she think he said yeah, okay, in the heat of the moment. Well, she sure ain't wake his behind up if that's the case. She like, yeah, I know. Let me keep you sleeping, man.
Right. And also too, he said that her location rings to his phone or something.
Yeah.
So hopefully she left that damn phone on the counter too.
Yeah.
She better not be lying about what. She probably get another phone on tour too.
She was gonna say that she probably get another phone. And Brillo said she left them with their father. She could stay gone for more than 12 days. Yeah, I guess. You know what I don't like about him? He you know he's just no good because he will bring that baby to the club knowing daggone well he ain't got no job and he ain't working. Yes. Why are you doing that?
I was like, why is he not babysitting or watching his kid while she's at work?
That makes no sense.
I think I thought it was because she was breastfeeding. That's
okay, maybe, but you can pump.
Yeah,
you know. I pumped when I left my baby with somebody or whatever for, I'm gonna be gone for a few hours. Here goes some milk in the fridge.
Right.
I don't know, but that could have been what you saying, though, Nita. That could be it. Maybe she didn't want to pump because she didn't have a freaking air conditioner. And I'm like, how the heck y'all over here you supposed to be making all this money or whatever the heck is going on, and you ain't get your air conditioner fixed and you live down south?
Ooh, I can imagine.
Yeah, Moochie is away, guys, for right now. She'll be back soon. Eric said, I felt worried when Keyshawn left that baby with that crazy baby daddy, shaking my head. And when he find out she left the house, he might take his anger. Oh, no. Wow. I hope not. I really, really hope not. Candace says the manager will try her. Bet that. Yeah, he do be looking at her. He over here talking about, he got the wrong one, don't he? Because he said, I don't like how Little Murder looks at her or looks at you.
Yeah.
It ain't Little Murder, honey. Don't worry about Little Murder.
I was hoping she wouldn't out him like Little Murder,
Yeah.
I was like, please keep it a secret for now.
Speaking of keeping things a secret, I'm a little worried that Uncle Clifford showed the picture of Little Murder at that party. I'm like, are you supposed to be doing that?
Yeah,
it's a secret. Reckless. Why are you showing that this is your boo?
That was definitely reckless.
Child. Well, we about to get out of here, guys. If there's anything that I forgot, listen, I really appreciate coming on here tonight, guys. I got some very bad news before I came on. Not right before I came on, but I found out that one of my very, very close friends just died. I didn't even know that she was dead. She's been dead for it's coming up on a week. She died last Sunday. I had no idea. Her husband called me out of nowhere. I was like, oh my gosh. So I was in and out of emotions, and I was not going to come on here, but I said I need to get my mind off of stuff because we just buried my husband's grandmother, and so it's just a lot of that. It's just a lot. It's just too much. So sorry. I need to come on here. Thank you. I needed to come on here. And so that's it. But thank you, Ken. I appreciate it. This is helpful. It's a good outlet. Sometimes, when you're a lot of times I've been depressed and I just canceled stuff. Like, I'm not going live. I'm not doing it. And the reason why that is because you have to work. You got to get all your pictures together. You got to get your notes together. You have to know what you're talking about. But today I didn't have to do that because I had my stuff ready kind of since yesterday, So it was easy to just say, I'm going to push past it. I'm going to just come on live and all that stuff. Thank you, HEA and Savannah and Monique. Thank you guys. So it was just much easier. But whenever I get a certain way, I'll be like, I don't want to do nothing. But one thing I will say, it helps a lot to come on here and just bug out with y'all and laugh and joke and all of that stuff. So now I got to figure out what the heck I'm going to do when I get off. It's like back to reality. Right. Thank you, Karen. So
Oh,
guys,
you know what? I have one more scratch in my head moment.
okay,
DJ Never Scared and the artist that he was working with.
behind him.
Who was that? The,
I
was
Listen,
it the voice?
let me tell you what my kids said as soon as they heard her voice. They was like, Megan? I said, how the heck y'all know that's Megan the Stallion?
I thought it was gonna be a cute cameo. I'm like, well, let me see her face.
Right? I said, they said it like at the same time too, like they just knew it was her. I said, whoa, that was kind of weird. But the crazy thing is, it kind of makes sense because, thank you, Tamika, because she was on like a little red carpet thing when they were talking about the premiere, and she was like, I'm excited for this and that and the third. Now I didn't think anything of it. I just thought that she was a fan talking.
Right.
He did music apparently for the show, but I didn't think of her being like in it. So it could
in
be
the show, right?
Never know.
I'm excited to see that. So yeah, that was one of my scratches.
Yeah, Eric said that she was at the premiere. Yep. So that definitely had to be her. My kids didn't even know that, and they didn't see her face, and they just knew it was her. I said, that is crazy. Candace said, I hate that they keep putting this show in COVID time. So tired of masks. Well, I think they were probably filming around. What do you think they were filming around that time too?
It probably was.
But
I think the delay was
out of it. They're pushing out of it. They're reopening and stuff like that. So, I don't think that they're overdoing it. So I appreciated it.
Right. I mean, it was a part of our reality for 2 years, so I kind of understand it. The crazy thing about it is, though, for the reopening, it was too packed up in there. People cut, and they said, "Oh, it's the mask is optional."
Yeah,
no freaking optional. That's why there was a second wave. Now that they need to write that in, they need to write that second wave in because that's exactly what happened, didn't it, guys?
Yeah,
they started opening stuff up. People started coming together like they was crazy, and they forgot that the pandemic happened, and we had a second wave.
Right.
And I was one of the freaking people that got sick that time. The second wave.
Yeah,
I was like, terrible.
Christmas, last Christmas I had.
Yeah, mine was after Christmas. I was like, this is no joke. And it was like, you would think you're getting better, but then the symptoms start coming right on back. It took, it was long, and it's draining.
Yes.
Very draining. And I could see why people get depressed. And I heard, there was someone that I knew, I know her, but she said her cousin committed S because he had COVID. It drove him mad. So
some people can't handle that time. But I guess my Capricorn ways I can. And one day I had club. I was club YouTube up in my room, y'all. I was my husband was bringing food to the door. Like it was lonely, but
oh my gosh, that's funny. Candace said, no, we don't want no more COVID story. Right. It was lit because it takes you away from the real world. Okay. I guess so. Were y'all shocked? This is what Eric said. When Diamond turned down Autumn's offer to come back to work. Did he turn it down? I think he kind of like left that option open because he said he just lost his job. He got fired.
Yeah, that was messed up though.
He got freaking fired.
Yeah.
I think it was probably a lot for him. I mean, I think it was not a hard no, but I think he'll come around.
Yeah,
that
it was like you said, it was like
there.
Yeah, it was like a no, but it was like it was like a lot of stuff happened there that I don't want to go back. Right. But then he was like, I did lose my job though, so he does need to work. So he might wind up coming back. I definitely see him coming back for sure,
and especially since Mississippi isn't there. So I think that we're definitely gonna see Diamond back at the paint.
And did y'all keep the sheriff talking about his army record? He was like, I'm surprised the store fired. I was like, was he not honorably discharged? I was thinking you should be getting get your income going. So I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, because they said he was doing some crazy stuff in the army too. Yeah. I was like, they better not play with my guy like this.
Those are the lines of dialogue that you're talking about. Like give a clue.
Yes, exactly.
I like that. Then we can, follow the story better instead of trying to make stuff up.
Yeah. Yep. Eric says, I was thinking he was scared to come back because of the murder. at the
He's
club,
done
maybe PTSD. I don't know. That could be, but I kind of just feel like someone like him that was in Iraq.
Yeah.
You
He's
know,
done worse.
huh?
Seen worse, done worse.
Yeah.
So,
So I don't know. I don't think he is opposed to snapping somebody's neck, breaking somebody's neck. I don't think that's the issue for him. I kind of feel like it might be tied into Keyshawn. She
Yeah,
really broke his heart, and
Yeah.
I think her pulling out a gun on him,
Mhm.
it kind of broke him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know. Get later for her. She need to find herself, honey,
Right.
and just come back. Because we need to see you
Right.
at the pink.
Do y'all know that the girl that's supposed to be Big Bone, is that his girlfriend in real life?
yeah,
The one
she's
that
pregnant.
baby?
Mhm.
Whose girlfriend? Diamond.
Diamond in real life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She does look. She
pretty,
looked
yeah.
familiar, but I didn't know. You know,
Yeah, I
if she
think-
was his woman and stuff like that.
Miracle Watts, I think is her name.
Yep,
Right.
Keyshawn got him fired. She sure did. Running her mouth, talking about he yelled. Girl, stop. But I
Right.
guess she had to do what she had to do because I was afraid that he was gonna go over there and
Yeah.
probably shoot him or or something. I was afraid. I was relieved when he picked up the phone because I was like, "Oh no, girl, did you just possibly get this man killed or hurt or something? Please don't do that."
Right.
So Canna said, I'll take this one. Being confronted with a gun barrel and the betrayal is cutting deep for him. Yes, it is. All right, guys, let us know what's happening. We're about to get out of here. Let us know what's going on for your channel, Nita. What are you up to?
Whew. I have a lot of making up to do, you guys. It was a rough week for me, but look out for P Valley for me. All of my Love and Merge, Huntsville, DC, Real Housewives of Atlanta. So look out for that stuff.
All right, and you, pretty girl.
Yes, my review for this episode of P Valley should be up in the next hour.
Oh,
I'm still doing Housewives of Atlanta. I'll be reviewing Original Power season 1 starting next week. And yeah, that's pretty much it for it. I have a lot of ideas, y'all, but it'd be time consuming trying to get everything together. So I'm trying to implement these things. But yeah, that's all for right now.
Awesome. Make sure you guys tune in. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to Pretty Girl and Nita the Diva and me if you're not subscribed to me. Okay. And join my channel too, guys. I'm waiting for more members, guys, because I want to have members only lives. We can talk about different stuff. We can do whatever we want on the members only live. Yes, Brillo, watch it. Okay. Rewind that and watch it twice. Good night, ladies, and everyone in the chat. Yes. Also, there was a quote that I forgot to put, guys. Oh my
like
gosh. I was crying. I loved it. I'm too much of a cat to be fucking. I was like, yes.
Oh, he got the best lines, I swear.
He sure does.
Yes.
I have to show him while he's, saying all of this stuff. He was pissed off. I just have to show my mans, okay?
Them outfits, child.
And there goes the money, okay?
Right.
The money, Clifford. Listen, you guys to stop doing that. All right, Uncle Clifford. You be doing your thing with the outfits, but come on now. This is a lot. I'm sure it's expensive.
Right.
And you're a big man with a 13 size shoe. Like, come on now. You got to have stuff tailor made, custom made. Okay.
And he had a little fling too. Little Murder's Replacement, Little Assault.
Yes. I'm sorry, guys. I was shocked when they pulled it out. I was like, oh, I can't believe it. When the guy pulled out
for doing it, they did it with Andre last year.
Yeah. I was like, and I can't get it. It's too much. It's too much.
Equal opportunity. We're showing equal opportunity.
Yes.
I guess I don't want to see Nan. I don't want to see your tiggle bitties. I don't want to see your elephant trunk. I don't want to see nothing. Keep it covered up. Anyway, guys, Tuesday we're going live for The Wire, and unfortunately, if I don't get out my 2 videos for episode 2 and 3, we're just gonna have to go live for episode 2. I'm sorry, because as you can see, I'm got some stuff, situations going on, and I don't know how I'm going to be feeling to be up for it or whatever. So that's what's going to happen. But I will be going live on Tuesday for The Wire. We got to pick it back up and do whatever the heck we got to do. Okie dokie. Thank you so much, Nita and Pretty Girl. I really appreciate you guys. And everybody in the chat, Monique, HEA, Tamika, Brillo, Savannah, Eric S., Eric Iverson, Art Love, all of you guys, Karen Jones, I love you all. Thank you so much for coming through. Samara, thank you again, girl.
Mhm.
Have a good night.